Well, hi, friends, spring people. Okay, not my colors, but here I am. I did this yesterday and it was awful. So here we are trying to redo it. I have pretty much half the face done just to kind of save time. So this is the palette for the most part I'm going to show you guys today with one little tweak because I don't have the Emerald Noir color. But what we're going to start with is you guys are warm and bright and sunny. And to be fair, I feel like this is kind of even dark for you guys. But I'm just following the colors, trying them out. And so this is not my color palette by any means. So I feel like spring is kind of like the smallest one. You guys are warm and sunny and bright. We're going to take this candlelight and we're going to put it in this corner right here. And so I think when I was looking for different models, I found that you guys were the hardest ones to find. And so you probably noticed, I just put the candlelight all over too. I forgot to show you guys this. You probably noticed that you can wear oranges really well, peaches really well, a little bit of salmonish pink. You wear browns probably well, a little bit of navy, but like gold, no blacks, no real dark colors. You're going to wear spring colors the best all year long. So a little bit of yellow, not a whole bunch, mostly pinks and oranges. You do have a good chunk of like blues and purples that you can wear though. And you wear it really, really well. And remember, some colors do overlap, so it's not like they can't. And so I don't have Emerald Noir. I actually have Moss, but Moss is, I'm gonna show you in a second, this one, and it is in your color palette. And it's actually on here and the other color isn't. So I'm just going to kind of put a little bit of green down here. And you guys, shimmer is your friend. Like shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Contouring is not, where it's dark and it's, you know, drawing attention. All the highlighting is you guys. Okay. So I'm going to put that green there. And I'm going to come back with my crease brush. I do have my napkin and or my paper. What's this called? Washcloth. I'm wiping it off. Okay. So I'm going to go back to this one. I'm going to take a little bit of the Cinnabar, which is that chocolatey brown, and I'm gonna actually add a little bit of hazelnut to it to lighten it because, like I said, this is not Jennifer's color show, so this is a stretch for me. I'm very much a summer/autumn. I have two because of my hair and my skin. Okay, so we're gonna throw that right there. Remember, we're gonna blend it all together. Okay, a little bit of rustic because again, you guys can do shiny, and then I'm gonna come back, add a tad more green, and then I'm going to clean the brush, and then we're going to blend it all out. So light and bright and sunny and colorful and shiny are words that truly, truly make me think about you. Think about sunrise. The sunrise is like blends all together. See how most of this is lighter colors? You guys are going to use lighter colors. So you're not going to want a heavy dramatic eye. So the colors that were in that palette, I feel like we're using the green makes it a little heavier. And then we want to be bright and sunny. So you know what else I did, y'all, with this eye? I took that shiny penny and I just put it down here. Now, if you wear eyeliner and you want to blend that out with some eyeliner, by all means, you can use a bright eyeliner. You probably shouldn't be using black ever, though. All right, so we're going to clean that up. Oh, we need to blend it some more. The lighting in the mirrors is different, y'all. There we go. Yeah, yesterday was kind of a hot mess. So I was like, oh, I'm going to try that again tomorrow. I even had like the name saved wrong. It was just not my best live. So we just chunked that one and started over today. There we go. All right. Yeah, a little bit better. Okay. I'm going to clean that up in just a second. So one of the things to make it brown eyeliner is going to be your best choice, y'all, but you can wear colored eyeliner since colorful is your jam. Okay. So to lighten under your eyes, you really don't want heavy mascara. So I do wear lash intensity. You probably would do better with Fanorama or maybe our Great Heights. But I want you to really lighten under your eyes. So I'm going to go back to my foundation and I'm going to take a little bit of the under eye concealer or corrector. I'm going to blend those two together. So I'm putting a little bit on both brushes. And then, oop, just got it all over my hand. And then we're going to clean all that up. So, all right. So it's probably a little bit too much. You guys are always going to be warm too. Double check and make sure that was right. So your foundation should be a W unless you are a neutral, but you should not have a C foundation. So you want to make sure it's kind of a stark line, but you see how that brightened that up, y'all, under here before we put the blush on. Okay, so dark blushes is not going to be your friends. If you are warm, you tan really well. So like you aren't going to need the bronzer because of that. Okay. So if we go to back to here, we have Juicy Peach, which is a brighter color. So it's this one. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the Honey Glow to it. Okay. So I did this a little while ago on this side. When I put it on, I was like, whoa. Okay. But I always put this first, and then I'm going to take a little bit of the same thing. And I'm actually going to, where I would normally put bronzer, I'm going to put some of this. I did it yesterday and I was like, oh. And I was like, okay. So at first it looks a little crazy, looking a little red. Okay. Then I'm going to take my powder, I have a little bit of powder in here, and I'm going to tone it all down. So now, if you're not one of these powder wearers, you might need to do it a little bit different. But because that's how I do mine, and see, it tones it down and makes it, the side still looks a little darker. A little bit. Might also be how my lighting is above me. All right, so lighter, brighter. Peaches and oranges is like really where your jam is, y'all. Okay, I'm going to do a very little mascara because I don't want to run out of too much time. Just so you guys get the full look. So this is Ultimate. That's what I use at the bottom. And I do use Lash Intensity at the top. So like I said, it would be, instead of doing a bunch of layers, I'm going to do one lighter layer. Or two, actually. So that's one layer. Okay. So in this one, I still have a little bit more. So lash extensions are not your jam. Dark, heavy eyeliner isn't your jam. If you really, really want eyeliner, use a colorful one or a brown, just no black, because it's a little bit too harsh for you guys. Okay. And then now we're going to jump into lips. So switch over to that one. All right. So I have the beige nude because I did pick out a brighter lip. So the beige nude is going to tone it down. Notice you don't have too many pinks. Natural's kind of like the closest one. And if you want to try any of these colors, get with your consultant and check them out. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I grabbed Sunset Peach, which isn't, again, my color. And so because I use the liner, it's going to be a little bit darker. But you can see it's very bright. I also put orange on because it was y'all color. All right. And then I got some Sheer Illusion just to put a little bit over the top. Soft nude would also work. Maybe beach bronze because you can wear browns. So not quite as peachy when you add the lips. So, all right, Springs, there you go. That's you guys. Light, bright, airy, warm, fun. Enjoy it all. Have a great day.